Okay, what is happening, everyone? I just want to make a quick video on a very interesting question that came up. So I was scrolling through the YouTubes and I came across a Mark Goldbridge, that's football, um, video, and it talked about Man City ruining football. And of course, he gave his reasons, his opinion on it. You can go watch that video. It's on Mark Goldbridge, that's football. Um, I wanted to give my perspective on it. Okay, so let's start off with this. Manchester City. I'm talking throughout like the 20th century were nowhere close to a big club. They weren't a Manchester United, they weren't a Liverpool, they weren't an Arsenal, they weren't a Chelsea. Um, they were a smaller club. They were like the smaller mid-table / relegation club. Okay. They were then bought by Sheikh Mansour, with a Saudi Arabian, guessing is a businessman, but a very, very rich and powerful person. Saudi Arabia. And he's come in, he's invested in the club, he's transformed it into probably one of the best clubs in the world. Okay. So let's think about the first thing that people say: the money. Manchester City is what it is because of the money they've spent on the club, or what the money that Sheikh Mansour spent on the club. Okay, I think that is fair. They are what they are because someone has come in, they've invested in the club, and they've spent billions on their squad, on building a club to be the best in the world, with the ambition to be the best in the world at least. Okay, fine, there's an advantage there. Is it an advantage though? Well, when you consider that the clubs like Manchester United, Liverpool, Arsenal, and Chelsea are also owned by fairly wealthy people, do you call that an advantage? Is the money really an advantage when everyone's owners is quite wealthy? Yes, you could argue that Sheikh Mansour, being a Saudi Arabian, is a more powerful person in the world, because let's be honest, the top level Saudi Arabians are very powerful, very, very powerful people. Okay, but is that okay? It's an advantage, but is it as big of an advantage as we think it is? I don't think so. I don't really think so. I think what it comes down to is having money, but also being intelligent and ambitious. I don't think I think Manchester United have the money but no ambition. I think Arsenal have the money but no ambition. I think Chelsea have the money, the ambition, but not the intelligence. And I think Liverpool have shown the money, ambition, and intelligence, but I don't think they've shown it as much as Sheikh Mansour and Manchester City. Okay. Secondly, if people talk about, oh, nobody cares if City win anything, that's maybe that's true. Okay, maybe people don't really care as much about Manchester City winning titles. Of course, as a Manchester United fan, I don't want him to win the treble or the quadruple and break that record of ours or become invincibles like Arsenal were. But again, when you consider that Manchester City didn't really have any prior history, you realize that actually they're in the process of building their history. So if they won their treble, that's their history. So they are still building their history. So I don't think we can hate them for that, right? What I will say, and I've said this before, welcome to the 21st century where owners win you titles. If the 20th century was about managers and players, the 21st century is going to be about the owners. The money, the assets that the owners bring and invest into the club. That is what's going to win you titles. And again, from my perspective, I've seen Manchester City are the epitome of moving with the times. So I'm not going to sit here and complain. The world evolves, the world changes, and you've got to adapt to those changes. Okay? Which raises the question, okay, if the owner is going to win you titles, if City truly is going to be the best club in the world, if their owner will be, let's say, whatever the reason, Manchester City will be the best club, whether you think it's the owners or Pep Guardiola, the players, whatever, what will it take? What will it take to knock Manchester City off their perch? I ask this question because we've seen Sir Alex do it. We've seen him say, I want to knock We've seen Sir Alex say that he wanted to knock Liverpool off their perch. Liverpool were dominating back then. Sir Alex came in, knocked them off their perch, and was dominant for how many years, right? Now Manchester City are having their period. Fine, we had our period for whatever reason. Manchester City are having their period. They've moved with the times. Ownership wins you titles. The 21st century. Deal with it. Move on. What will it take to beat them? And this is something that excites me. Because the person that knocks Manchester City off their perch, and someone will, is not going to be a manager. It's not going to be a player. It's going to be another owner. And I find that exciting. Somebody out there will step up and will challenge the likes of Sheikh Mansour. I find that really exciting. Sheikh Mansour is such a powerful... Saudi Arabians are powerful people. And I would love to see someone challenge them. Because they're so powerful. So who dares challenge Manchester City? Who dares to challenge Sheikh Mansour? Sheikh Mansour's Manchester City. Who dares? Because right now, Sheikh Mansour will build an empire in football. That is what he will do. He will move with the times and he will invest more money and he will build this empire. Who dares to try to break his empire? And that is a prospect that really excites me. And I hope we're the club to do it. I mean, the owner has to go to a club and then challenge, or a Premier League club, and challenge him. So I hope somebody comes to our club and that owner, you know, challenges Manchester City. You know, and that I find that really exciting, because we had Sir Alex challenging Liverpool, or whoever the manager was, and now we might have an owner versus owner. Yeah, those are my thoughts. I think one more point I will add just before I close is, I think Manchester's. You know, Manchester City are good. What I will say is, I think they're elevated by other clubs falling away as well. So, you know, United have fallen away, Liverpool fallen away, sort of. They might be back next season. Arsenal have fallen away. Spurs under Pochettino, they were there, then they fell away. Chelsea, then they fell away. Um, every other club that's sort of coming up is they're not there yet. Even in Europe, Barca falling away, Real Madrid falling away, Juve's falling away, Inter Milan, they fell away. They're sort of resurging. AC Milan resurging. I think the only club that's really up there with Manchester City is Bayern Munich. That's it. I think they're probably the only club that's might be better than Manchester City. But I think even City could overtake Bayern at some point, or they might be neck and neck, you know. But yeah, that's my thought. I don't really think there's any excuses. This is the world we live in. Owners win your titles. And I can't wait for the day where someone dares to challenge Sheikh Mansour's Manchester City, dares to challenge his empire and try to overthrow him. It's exciting, and I can't wait for it. Glory, glory, Man United. I hope it's us one day. I mean, I hope it's me. Would I make a good owner? I mean, I'm far from it, but I got ambition, you know. Go me. Could be any one of us. Anyone, you know. Let's see what happens.